This pattern is called tooled leather. It has a lot of the same shapes as what's in the blocks fabric. And I liked it because it was full. It goes all the way to the edge and the top. It fills in really nicely. Now, a lot of people have problems getting a quilt straight. I've learned that you have to watch these numbers down here. When you first start basting, channel lock on the top so that you get your top absolutely straight. And record the number where you baste on each side of the quilt. I did that. There's my numbers for this quilt. And every time I roll, I baste with those at those numbers. And I set my machine head so that the purple line that tells me where the machine is, it crisscrosses to tell you exactly where the machine is. Put it over that line as you're rolling and getting ready to put the clamps on, and then it tells you how much pressure you need to put on your clamps in order to get it to come out exactly on that line. Now the left side you won't need as much pressure. On the right side you will need more pressure, because while the machine is stitching, it's pulling all the unstitched part. So you'll have more pressure on your right side than your left side. And if you put too much pressure on the left side, it'll keep moving your quilt to the left. And I see a lot of people asking questions about, why does that do that? I noticed a while ago that just laying my hand while I'm basting also changes the numbers. It may be too far, and if you put your hand here, then it comes out just perfectly, because that's the way you did it to begin with. You're putting pressure on that seam line. And at the bottom, you come out very nicely, straight. If you also watch when you're basting on your very last part, and I always baste the left part before I do the right. If you look at and see what number that Y number is on the machine, when you get to the bottom of your basting, and mine was 2046, then you can come over here and put a pin and mark with the head of your machine 2046 here and pin it, and then baste here, and then channel lock again at 2046 all the way across, because that was the number I had, and it came out perfect. And then I put the machine in my head where I wanted the pattern to stop, just a little above the stitch line here to make room for the binding. And the purple line was right at the bottom of that pattern, so it came out great on that way. Sometimes you have to adjust it a little bit by swiping to the right and highlighting the whole row and using the handles to pull it down or push it up a little bit. And that's how I get things straight, and that's how I keep it straight while I'm quilting. My customers can pretty much just trim it with scissors, or try to do it with a ruler if they've got a nice cutting place to do so.